I will not be stealing meat. I will not be stealing meat this Christmas. But yeah. Okay, so Christmas back in my country is really different from here. Like here, you just kind of sit with you gather with your family and you guys celebrate and open presents. But back home is very different. In Nigeria, we will basically make food, like all the Christians basically that do celebrate Christmas would make food, and we would take it to our neighbors that are Muslims and some students that were not able to go back home with their family to celebrate Christmas. So we would take the food to them. So basically all that food that we cook for Christmas is being given to other people. And when we take the food to them, they would basically give us money. Usually the kids would take the food to the neighbors, and the neighbors, for them to just kind of say thank you. They don't have to give you money, they don't have to give you anything, but some of them would give you money as, you know, gifts. Like here, when you open your gifts, everyone gives you gifts. There they would just give you money. So me and my siblings are always racing. We know the house that would give you more and we know the house that wouldn't give you more. So we would basically kind of go fast and be like, oh, I want to take the food to this family, I want to take the food to this family, because you know who's going to give you more. But yeah, so this day, on this Christmas day, I was getting my hair finished because the day before, this students were braiding my hair and they didn't finish. So I believe I was getting like some poetic justice braids. At the time, I still had my hair. I wasn't burnt. So yeah, I love to getting my hair done, girl. They be snatching the crap out of my edges, guys, but honestly, I didn't even care because since I was a kid, beauty was just pain, and I was just like, go ahead and snatch it. But honestly, now that I think about it, damn, they really just snatched the shit out of my edges. And even if I had hair today, I would not have edges because of the way they literally pull the crap out of the edges. But anyway, so on Christmas Day, I was getting my hair finished and my mom was cooking. She was cooking in this big old pot. She was making rice and stew and some meat, all this different meat, chicken, beef, goat meat, whatever. She was making that. So I got my hair done, and I believe we cleaned up the hair. You know, because you know how extensions are. Somehow you cleaned up, but there's still a little bit around that you do not actually see. But anyway, so I went and took a shower, and I didn't get dressed, but I remember putting, you know, Vaseline on, and I was just feeling my little braids. I was like, yeah, I'm so cute, whatever, you know. But anyway, so I was standing at the window inside our room, and I was standing at the window just watching my mom cooking and looking at how that damn meat look. And we usually don't have meat that much, only on Christmas time that we get a lot of meat. But anyway, so I was standing there, and then I think my mom, I don't know exactly where my mom went, but she wasn't there when she was cooking. So my little small self decided, you know what, I'm gonna go take some meat. Instead of asking to get a meat, I decided to go sneak the meat. And mind you, this meat was hot. She just literally pulled it out of the oil. So it was still hot, and I took it. I think I was wearing like a shirt, so I wrapped it on my shirt like this. Oh, let me put my teeth down. So I had the meat on my shirt. I was like, ooh, it's hot, it's hot. So I ran back to the window that I was standing, right? And I ran back to the window that I was standing, and I tried to act normal, like nothing did happen, like I did not even move from that place that I was standing the whole time, and I was eating the meat like this. I was just eating it, and it was hot. So mind you, it was hot, and I was like, you know how when you're eating something and it's hot and you're just kind of tumbling it around? And I was not looking when I was eating the meat. Like, I wasn't looking at the meat. I was just putting it in my mouth, and I was trying to look straight so I don't look out of focus, that people are going to notice, or my sister is going to notice that I'm up to something, I'm doing something. So I was just looking straight on, eating this meat that is freaking burning me. And then all of a sudden my older sister came, and she was like, what are you doing? And I was like, nothing. Like, I still had the meat in my mouth, and I'm like, nothing. And then she was like, why are you eating your hair? And I was like, huh? What are you talking about? She's like, why are you eating your hair? And I looked, because I looked down, and there's it wasn't even like a strand of hair, guys. It was like a chunk of extension. Like, it wasn't big. Okay, I'm sounding a little dramatic, but it was like a chunk of extension, like the braiding extension, in my mouth and coming down my mouth. Like, it was hanging. And I was like, what? And then I looked. I was like, oh shit. I'm eating here. So I'm trying to take the hair out. I thought I could just pull the hair out, right? And I realized that it's literally right inside my throat, mixed with the meat that I was eating. Can you guys get that? The extension was inside my throat, like all the way down here, like wrapped around with the meat, and possibly wrapped around my throat inside. And I'm trying to pull, and I realized that I could not pull this, and I'm looking at my sister, and my eyes start to get red because I'm literally choking. And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to pull this before my mom noticed, because if she noticed, she's going to kill me, because I'm obviously freaking eating hair, and because I stole the meat. I did not ask, I went and stole the meat. So I was like I was trying to pull it before my sister would say anything to my mom, and my eyes were literally turning red, like turning freaking red, and I was choking. And I realized I couldn't. And my sister, when I told my mom, she was like, Shalom is choking. Shalom is choking. I was coughing. I was trying to get it out, and my mom was like, cough, 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 cough harder. She was holding me, trying to like somehow to get that meat out of my mouth, and it was not happening, guys. I literally thought I was going to die. I started, I don't know, in my head I was like, oh my god, I need to confess all my sins and all the bad things that I did. I am going to die, and this is going to be my last Christmas. I'm so stupid. I should have just asked for the meat. What was I thinking? Just freaking ask. I didn't have to freaking steal and try to be sneaky. And now, look where I am now. I'm going to die today. So my mom was trying to pull it, like she took the extension. Let's say this is the extension that is connected into my mouth and out, and she's pulling it, and I, mind you, it was not coming out, but I was feeling my throat being like twisted, like literally my throat was going to be ripped out, like, oh my god. Anyway, so my mom realized that that wasn't working. Her pulling the extension was not working. So guess what my mom did, guys? My mom took two of her fingers, and was like, open your mouth as wide as you can. And she stuck her finger in my mouth, like literally stuck them in my mouth, down, I don't know how she did it, down my throat, and literally she pulled out the hair and the extension. And when it came out, it was a big chunk of meat, like chewy. Oh, my hair keep coming off. Girl, I'm still trying to look cute, damn. But anyway, so it was a huge chunk of meat, literally pulled out of my throat, connected and wrapped around the extension was wrapped around the meat. I was like, Oh my god, let me tell you guys, my eyes will literally turn because it was just horrible. Just imagine choking that you can't breathe, you can't do anything. I'm just so glad I'm still alive, guys, because that was like a horrible experience. I freaking regret it. I freaking regret stealing. And my mom was like, why did you have to like sneak at me? That's what you get for sneaking stuff. Why didn't you just ask? There's so much meat that all you have to do was ask. You didn't have to be so sneaky. But yeah, so I'm just so glad I'm alive, guys. Like to see so many more Christmas. But that was my horrible Christmas story that I cannot imagine going back again. And stealing is not good, guys. There's always consequences. I'm not even saying the word right. Stealing, do not steal. It's horrible. And yeah, I'm just so happy that I'm still here. If my mom did not stuck her 2 fingers inside my mouth, I guarantee you guys would probably never have heard of Shalom before, because that was just a horrible, terrifying experience ever. Like, I felt like I actually started to cry blood in my eyes because it was just so, ooh. Anyway, yeah, so that was my story time. I hope you guys like the story time. Give it a thumbs up for more story time here on my channel. I just thought I would do the story time because it's around the Christmas time. It's December and Christmas is about to be here, and I will not be stealing meat. I will not be stealing meat this Christmas. But yeah, I actually really miss Nigerian Christmas. It was definitely fun. I can't wait to actually go back to Nigeria for Christmas some other years to come. But yeah.